everyone, this is Z Traveler. This is the first episode that I'm filming of my new YouTube series that I finally broke down and decided to do. It's going to be called Motorcycle Vagabonding A to Z. It's by me, just going to be a couple quick videos when I'm out at camp. This one is about how to choose a campsite. There's some basic facts of how I find one and how I choose one. And there's not a science to this. This is a thought process more than it is follow these directions and you're going to get what you want. It's been a lot of experience has gotten me to picking a good site. I use free campsites quite a bit, but for last night I was riding from Dallas and I'm heading towards Mississippi. The ride was not good. I was cold, I was wet. Not wet, I was cold, but it was very damp. I was shivering, not having a good ride, so I decided it was time to pick a campsite. I got on there when I stopped to get gas. I found one about an hour away from me. This is at Lake Hawkins in Texas. There's the lake. Lots of fishermen here. Seems to be a pretty nice area, honestly, which is one of the assessments I use. The quality of the houses nearby, if there are houses, the quality of the land, how well taken care of it is, how remote it is. If it's remote, I'm always okay. I like to be by myself. But if I'm going to be around people, I prefer to be around people who have pride in what they have, which these people do, obviously, with the boats and the land and all that. The county park is okay taken care of. The bathrooms are shut down, which means people are causing problems here. Not a problem for me. There's plenty of trees, as you can see. I'm a hammock camper, so I always head for places with trees. I'm also a water critter. I always head for places with water. Normally with water there comes trees. Not an issue for me. If I can't find trees, my need to sleep is higher than being stubborn, so I'll sleep on the ground, no problem. I'll sleep at rest stops, picnic areas, off the interstate if I really have to. I've been in conditions where I had to pull off or I wasn't going to survive it. That happened in Delaware. But that's how I found the area that's free. To me, like I said, a campsite's not a campsite unless it's free. I'm not going to pay to sleep right there. What for? It's nature. It's outside. So it's free. I got here. I chose a spot I could ride to. You know, there's that little hill right there. Rode down that. I know I could ride back up. Found a comfortable place my hammock would fit between, and I settled down for the night. I did have some rowdy locals here last night until about midnight, but they left me alone, and they normally leave bikers alone. They don't want to mess with the bike, with the hammock, the crazy person that's hanging out in the county park. We're just not a target. They never know who they're going to come across, and they never saw me at all because I was in my hammock the whole time. They left around midnight, and I was able to get to sleep. So, again, the thought process. If I'm rested, I can get where I want to go. If you have a destination in mind, or you just want to ride. My threshold, I start having some cramps around 5 to 8 hours, depending on the conditions and the speed I'm riding at. On a good day when I'm rested. If I'm not rested, I'm tired, I'm hurt for some reason, I have a headache, I might not ride as long. So I'll pick a spot. And it's really not like I put a lot of thought into this. I need to sleep. It's time to sleep. I'm not going to keep riding when I know that it's a risk to my health and my safety that I could fall asleep because I shouldn't be riding. So I don't enjoy the campsites that I use at the rest stops, but I have some pretty nice ones. I've used scenic pull-offs that are slightly abandoned in national forests or national parks. Picnic areas that I use down in Texas. I've used almost anything that's not private land. I try to stay off people's land. I don't want to have to ask permission. I don't want to intrude on anyone's anything. And there's normally something owned by the state that I can use. Never been bothered at the rest stops, and I've never been bothered at a free campsite that I found. I watch the reviews online. I look at the roads that are going to lead me to it. I know anything that's a national forest road will probably be, a good chance will be dirt or gravel. But I knew this was county road. It's paved, not the greatest pavement, but hey, wasn't very hard to ride to. I got here at 6:30 and I went to sleep. And I woke up and I was up all night. But anyways, if you have any questions about picking a campsite, this is the first episode of Motorcycle Vagabonding A to Z, and hopefully I can cover more questions in future videos that stay under 5 minutes. Anyways, have a good day, guys. It's time for me to get to Mississippi.